State lawmakers say people can pollute in 95% of New Mexico's waterways and likely get away with it. This after a reinterpretation of the Federal Clean Water Act in 2023. News 13's Bella Olage has a look at how they plan to take back control of the state's waters.
We want New Mexicans protecting New Mexico's waters.
New Mexico's Environment Department says as the law stands, the state has no control over who discharges into its surface waters.
Right now, it's done by the EPA in Dallas. So we have Texans dealing with New Mexico's water, and I certainly think New Mexico should assert primacy.
New Mexico is one of 3 states in the country that doesn't have a state program to control water pollution, and the Federal Clean Water Act doesn't protect all of New Mexico's waterways.
In 2023, the United States Supreme Court issued a decision called Sackett, and in that decision, they said that the Clean Water Act no longer applies to waters that aren't continuously flowing. Most New Mexicans know that's almost all the waters in our state.
The first bill would give the state's Environment Department the power to create a permitting system to regulate pollution. The second bill would regulate stagnant surface waters not included in the federal act. It would also bolster groundwater contamination cleanup by giving the Environment Department the authority to hold polluters responsible.
Without this bill, 95% of our ephemeral streams that aren't free flowing year round, will have no protection whatsoever. That to me is really scary.
But the bill has faced some opposition. One big issue being cost.
We've got to figure out a fee structure, how that gets paid for, whether the general fund contributes to that.
Another issue, renewed oversight.
I think when 95% of the water is deregulated for the last 3 years, groups kind of get used to not having any regulation. And so all of a sudden, when I come along and say, okay, we're going to reimpose those regulations, there's pushback.
While it's a work in progress, they say it's important to get it right.
We have such limited waters compared to all other states that every drop needs to be protected. And that's what we're trying to do here for both our surface and our groundwaters.
Bella Olage, KRQE News 13.
The bills are still being reviewed by committees.